Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Wednesday Night Live. And we got some fishing to talk about tonight. Hey James from Crankin' and Yankin, Tyler, Faith First Fishing. Hey buddy Gary, how are you? Noreen Gardner, thanks for stopping by. I just seen an email from you. We're gonna do a tournament update here in just a little bit. And we'll get into that. I'm just reading his comments. Tyler, you said I've done terrible biggest fish 18 and haven't submitted any yet. Well, you got time. You don't have to submit fish until the 20th. So you got plenty of time to submit for your first 3 fish. But we've had I shouldn't say quite a few. I know a lot of people are holding out. But we got one fisherman that's going big or going home. You'll see here in just a little bit. So plenty of time, folks, for the first round. We still got plenty to get. You got plenty of fishing to get out there, Tyler. So don't worry. And hey, nothing's wrong with 18s. Remember that second round is really where the money comes in. That's where you got to have those bigs. You don't want to block yourself out. We had several people catch too big of fish last year in the first round, so just be careful. I would expect this weekend and the next week. Hey, Ladybug, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Spaceman. By the way, for speaking of Spaceman, you got a hat and decals on the way. For those of you who asked for hat and decals, I sent them all out on Monday. So I know a few people have already gotten there. We're local in Virginia. I think Spaceman here will be there Tuesday. Hey, Mike, Big Bait Posse. Thanks for stopping by. James says, got my thumb wrapped up in a lei, so hope it heals up before the end of the tournament. Yeah, I hope so too, James. You got to have that thumb for either casting or reeling. That thumb is important. There's a couple things people don't think about. Your thumbs and your big toes. It's hard to walk with you when you smash a big toe or lose a big toe. Hey, Russell, how are you? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, we'll get to the spreadsheet here in a few minutes. We'll let a few more folks populate in. But I think this weekend, it's a dark of the moon weekend coming. So I'm going to guess, I think the dark of the moon is like on Tuesday, but 2 or 3 days before and after the dark of the moon is usually really good. So I'm sure some folks will get out there and catch it. By the way, just to let you guys know, I will start advertising. I know the big 5 bass draw is coming, but I'm working. We got our next tournament is the smallmouth only tournament, and that starts on the 20th of August, right after the 5 bass draw. So I know, like Mike at Big Bait Posse, I'm pretty sure you'll want to enter. So you'll start seeing some advertisement. Omnia is going to be pushing some advertisement out as well. So you'll see it not only from me, but Omnia Fishing is going to start pushing out the advertisement on there. Speaking of Omnia, we are good. Sounds like just talking to my, hey, Russell, talking to my, I call him my handler, Trevor Lowe. He's like, yes, we want to continue on with your stuff for next year. So we got sponsors for next year as well. And we've been killing it, guys. And thanks for using the discount code. That is what is supplying us our funds for our prizes for our tournament. So keep shopping at Omnia Fishing, please. Yeah, Tyler, I'm okay with that. Go for it. While we're waiting on this, I wanted to talk about a real quick, guys. There is an organization that I'm working with. It's called the Fallen Outdoors, and it's a group. Hey, Nicole, Justin Gray, thanks for stopping by. Real quick, the Fallen Outdoors is a VA group, a veterans group, and every year they do a they have, it's a nationwide event. We worked on the East Coast here, but they do an event where they take out veterans. It could be veterans that are, lost a limb or, whatever it may be. Just they focus on getting vets out the door. So a great organization. If you, they have their annual banquet that's coming up in September. I'm going to be going to that. But just a great organization. If you see the Fallen Outdoors out there, please support those folks. And it's just as easy sometimes just spread the word, right? So just want to make sure I throw that out there. Question on it is gold 15 reports after silver. Yeah, so after you do 10, good question, Spaceman. You got to do 10 reports to get to silver, 15 to get to gold. And what he's asking about, hey Ted, so the ambassador program at Omnia, it's a pretty good deal. You get money back. And if you do a fishing report and someone buys something that you recommend, you get a 10% of that sale back to you in credit on Omnia Fishing. And I could show you now. As a matter of fact, I got my dashboard up right now. I've made $82. Shouldn't say made $82, but I've received $82 in refunds, not refunds, but in sales that it came through Omnia. That's good, Tom. That's good to know. We should chat about that. Favorite rods are pretty popular right now. I'm definitely interested in working with them. No doubt. Yeah, Russell, thanks. If you guys are on here, hit the old thumbs up if you don't mind. I think I already caught Nicole. Ted, thanks for stopping by. We'll throw up the spreadsheet in just a minute. Let it give you a couple more minutes. Okay, Spaceman says, yeah, silver, shirts on the way, both Bach premium with the code. Yeah, good stuff. I mean, you get good savings, man. I'm pretty impressed with the company so far. They're competing with Tackle Warehouse and Bass Pro Shop. It's a saturated market from that aspect, but they've got some good programs for sure there on you. So thanks for jumping on. If you do become an ambassador, it's free to become an ambassador, by the way, everybody. And if you want to do a fishing report, that's fine. But if you could do me a favor, I was actually for this week, every week they sponsor an ambassador. I was this week's ambassador that they sponsored. If you're on their email list, they had me catching about an 8-pounder on the little video there they put out. So it's a pretty good program. But it's free to be an ambassador, free to do all that. If you want to get all the discounts and stuff for that, I think it's a one-time $19.99 thing to join. Thomas Campos, 18.5. Good. Yep, got to save those big boys for the end. Nicole, I know I don't know what to say about Nicole. Let me throw this up. Yeah, Connor, that gift card won't expire, so you don't have to worry about it. Let's go ahead and throw the spreadsheet. I'll throw it up again towards the end, but let's go ahead and let me get my spreadsheet up here and share my screen. I think I'm good at this by now. I do it all the time. There we go. All right, here we go. First look. Now, not a lot of fish came in, but this is where we're at right now. So right now, Nicole is at 60. She is going big. So she's at her biggest is 20.5, 61 inches. Russell Gardner, you're sitting right there good at 57.25. And Chris McGowan, local guy here in Virginia, is at 57. So you got a couple other folks. Not a lot came in, but they're coming in slowly. I think I've got just about everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. Gary from Gary's Fish Tales, I just put a 1 for this testing my formula out. So you didn't turn in a 1 as fast. But yeah, that's where we're at today. Nicole is locked in, Russell's locked in, and Chris McGowan are locked in. So right now, the leader of the tournament, a week and a half into it, is Nicole. And you're in Nicole, I'm pretty sure you're in Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. And that's not a surprise to me because Nicole got second or third place last year. Can't remember. Yeah. A Spaceman says he saw my video in the newsletter. Yeah, thanks. It was pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Yep, Ted, you got 2 more to go. Yeah, and again, everybody, I'm throwing this out there. There's no rush. You got plenty of time to get your 3 fish in. So if you're holding them, that's great. I get it. We went through this last year, and at the end, I mean, people were pounding it in there. So you got plenty of time. Yeah, Nicole is going big, and I have faith she can do it. So that's it. That's right, Spaceman. Once you send in your 3, you're locked. You cannot call in the first period. The 20th of July. I'm sorry, 21 July is the last day you can turn in for it's the 3 weeks. For the first, we start on 1 July. 21 July is the deadline. It's in your newsletter. You can call. Okay, Nicole says she has a houseboat in Tennessee but lives in Indiana. Yes, Gary, you can call in the second round. You can call all you want in the second round. And like for example, just so everybody knows, me and Nicole was exchanging some emails. So her biggest bass was 20.5. So her first fish in the second period has to be at least 21.5 to register. And then if she gets a 21.5, the second bass has to be 1 inch bigger than that. So it has to be at least 22.5. So Nicole is going for a 21.5 and a 22.5 minimum for the second round. Yeah, Russell, hey, Backlash Fisherman, thanks for stopping by. Well, and just telling everybody, you got plenty of time. Got this weekend and next week if you're working in there. Nicole, she just said this. She has a houseboat in Tennessee, but she's from Indiana. So she fishes in Tennessee. Yeah, if you can upgrade, if you can hold out and upgrade, I would recommend it. But let me caution everybody. Just because you see these big numbers, we had this last year, and we had folks with 60s. I think I had 11 people that had over 60 inches in the first round, and none of those 11 people even placed. But you got to get into it. To get into the second round, you have to throw in your 3 fish, right? So maybe you don't have as much as you want, but don't not throw it in, because it's a possibility that, for example, Nicole might not get that 21 or 22. You have to have 5 bass to win. If you come up 4, you're out. Can't win. Gotta have 5. Tyler, Nicole's laughing. I know, Nicole, you're gonna get them. I'm confident in you. I've been following you fishing now for 2 years. That's right, Mike. There's no reason to get excited yet. And Mike placed in the top 3 last year. Nicole, Mike, and Ty from Pullman Fishing guys won last year. That's because it's a secret. What are you talking about here? There's no secrets. You haven't hit your secret spot yet, Tyler. Well, get on it. Get on it. I would recommend you get out there. You don't have to have 60 to be competitive, right? Like I said, last year we had over a dozen folks that way. It's an endurance race. That's right, Russell. It's not a sprint. It's not a sprint. Yeah. Get the big ones in round 2. That's what's going to make the difference. It really will. Tyler, it really will. So, by the way, we have locked in for the fall tournament. Brian, I know your secret spot. There ain't no secret. It's a secret between me and you, maybe. Brian has been given the secret spot a little bit of rest lately. That's right, Nicole. It's about what to turn in at the right time. No live bait, Tyler. It's very clear in the instructions that I put out. No live bait. Yeah. By the way, the team tournament is a lock. We're going to do the team tournament for the fall bash. You have to bring your teammate, right? So a team has to register. You don't have to be fishing out of the same boat. You don't even have to be in the same state. You have to be in the United States. But your teammate can be in Florida. You can be in Florida, and they can be in Nebraska. long as you have a teammate, and long as both of the teammates have to turn at least one fish in. It could be 5 to 2, it doesn't matter, but it's going to be a team tournament. You bring your teammate. John from Small Waters is set. Yeah, I'm sure him and Lindia will be a team. For the first time on the boat, they will not be competing with each other when they're fishing. They'll be teamed up. Now, it's going to be a different format. That tournament starts. Hold on, Justin. Let me just make sure. I'm laughing at Russell's comment. Let me go to ShanesvilleOutdoors.com real quick just to tell you. I don't want to tell you the wrong date. Fishing tournaments. That tournament starts. The fall tournament starts 21 September and runs through 2 November. It's a 6-week tournament. 21 September through 2 November. I need to write that down so I'll ask you again. So you come to the tournament with your teammate. Your teammate doesn't have to be in a boat with you. They can be in a different state, but you're fishing together combined. What I was laughing at, Russell said his secret fishing spot is so secret the bass don't even know about it. I love that. That's good, Russell. Oh no, he got his 3 fish. Okay, Ted, I got you. But the tournament format for the catches is going to be a total of 7 bass in that 6-week period. Now, what I'm going to do with that, each one of those bass have to be 1 inch larger. So let's just say you start on the small side, you get a 12-incher, next one has to be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay? Every fish has to be a minimum of 1 inch larger than the previous fish. And you can call during this tournament. You can change out during the team tournament. I'm not going to lock them in. Well, no, let me rephrase that. Sorry. Correct it. Your first fish you turn in is locked. You can't change that one. And you build from there. You can call out from there. You can call out all the way out. Now, 7 bass total. Each teammate has to at least have 1 bass in there. Does your code change? It's a hard format. So 7 bass. And here's what I'm going to do. For this tournament, you got to turn in 7. I'm kicking out the smallest bass. And I'm kicking out your largest bass. Now, don't get excited if you catch a big bass. We're going to have a side pot for the big bass. So the 5 bass in the middle will be the overall winner. So you got to be thinking strategically as a team how you're going to turn those bass, what size it is. Now, I will have a side prize for the largest bass. So you don't think you're not going to get a prize for catching a monster. We're going to have a side prize for a monster bass. So, I mean, more to come. I'll get all that details out there. I just want to talk about that tonight. But that's the plan, is to do that team tournament. And I get it. Some of you will be that's deer season for some of you. You get out there and deer hunt. I get it. But last year the 5 bass draw was in Florida. A lot of folks out there. Yeah, I see you, Ted. You're going to be out there fishing. Russell, that tries most of my fishing spots. JR, I get it. Yeah. Some days. MLF and BAS have been real quiet in the same format thing. Yeah, you know, the kicker is it's free. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Hit the old thumbs up if you don't mind, folks, and helps on the old algorithm for sure. I will. I'll throw up the spreadsheet here in just a few more minutes for the folks who came in late. One more time, but yeah. So look for that. The smallmouth tournament advertisement will start. Like I said, Omni's going to help with that. I think they're going to help with the team tournament as well. But I like these different formats. It keeps it exciting. It keeps it competitive, for sure. I'm curious because I haven't done the team format. Thomas Campos, don't see my name on the list. Sent one in 18.5. Hold on, let me see. I got my everything right here. I got everything. Okay, did you send that in, Thomas Campos? Cole, Trevor, Allen. I usually respond with everybody once I put you in the spreadsheet that I recorded your fish. So if I didn't send you an email that says recorded, I may have missed you. Tony Bailey, Vincent Crowder, James Colbert, Kurt Hellman. I do not see an email from you, Thomas. Could you resend it? I don't delete any of my emails, but it happens. But I'll get you in there. What's your participant code there, Thomas? I'll make sure to get you in there. I haven't been able to catch out much out fishing. Philly reviews, I hadn't got to do much fishing. I was up in Pennsylvania the last 3 days. So, John, you already got your hat decals. You're welcome. Like I said, I kind of start off with that. If anyone asks for a hat and decals, I mailed all that out on Monday. A lot of you have already got it, and some of you will get. Some of you will be getting it in the mail as well. Ted, I'll text you after this, Ted. I need to get your address. I'm done with the traveling tackle bag. So I'm going to send it up to you. How do you get a hat? Send me an email with your address, and I will get you a hat out. I am down to 3 hats. And I want to make an order, so that doesn't mean don't ask for them. But I am going to, I'm going to find a way. Be honest with you, folks. It's not the cost of the hat; it's the shipping that got me. So I'm going to try to find a way either on YouTube here to charge $10 and be cheap. I'm not going to try to make money off my hats. But T79, and you just resent. Let me see. T79. Oh, I didn't get it, Thomas. I'm glad you resent it. That's why I do this. Looks like it's coming in now. So you're waiting for a free rod, Brian? Or you gonna be waiting for me? First, Brian, you got more fishing rods than Bass Pro Shop. When Brian, when I'm out fishing, so Brian fishes some of the lakes that I fish. I can spot Brian, the bass hunter, from a long ways away because his kayak, it looks like he's got a tree growing out of it. He's got so many rods sticking up. Nicole Miller, you got, you sent all 3 of yours. You got confirmation of 2. Did you have 2 in one email? If you had 2 in one email, I probably sent 1. Thomas, got you now. T79, there you are. And yeah, I got you at 18.5. It is in the spreadsheet, Thomas. He got you. And I'll get that updated. And Noreen, what was your Nicole Miller? You don't think you got all of your? Okay, let me go back and look. But you sent in 3. I got 2, 18.5 and 18.25. So I'll go back and look. I might have missed it. So I'll bring it, while we're doing that, let me go ahead and bring up the spreadsheet one more time. Let me readjust it here. There you go. Okay. Sort largest to smallest. Sort. There we go. All right, I'll bring this spreadsheet up again for you guys. Present. There we go. So Nicole Miller, 97T, I've got 2. I'll go back in my email and make sure I didn't miss it, but I did see your emails. Or is it 99T? Here you are, Noreen Gorman. I'll go back and double check. There's where we're at, folks. The yellow line is the number. That's the total of what I have in right now. And again, everybody, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time to get your fish in. So, not sure. So anyway, I'll go back and double check. Gary, what are you saying? Biggest fish, 97T. Okay, Nicole, I got you. Did you just catch this, Brian? I just threw out the board there. So 61 is leading right now, followed by 57.5. So what's the tiebreaker? The tiebreaker is the largest weight on your bass. So your biggest bass, you want to have a photo on the digital scale, full length, or a quick video. Most people just send me a quick video where I can see the digital scale. Is it still beneficial for you in your future sponsorship attempt for us to submit your bass, knowing some can't contend with 20+ inch bass? Now, sure. Yeah, I mean, you can't. You're in contention. So, Jay Mixon. So even though we got 20 inches in right now, and this happened last year, I'm talking about this earlier. You got to turn in 5 bass total to win. There's a chance, it's a solid chance, that they won't catch a 21 and a 22 incher. And then if you have 17, 18, 19 and throw in a 20 and a 21, you could win it. That's what happened last year. The winner ended up winning with smaller fish. They were like 18th, 19th place. And then the folks that had 20-inch bass didn't catch big enough bass to qualify, and they rose to the top. So don't get disappointed or think you're not competitive. Yes, throw those fish in there. Throw those fish in there. You're still competitive. Yes, the weight of the big bass, Spaceman. The weight of the big bass. Oh, I got you. 61's bold. Nicole, she's going big. She's not going to get in third place or second place. I think she's third place last year. She's not going to go in third place. She's going big or going home. Yeah, Jay Mixon, just like Gary said, Gary's Fish Tales there. This is a strategy tournament, right? This is not just catch big fish. You got to have a strategy. So don't get let down that you don't have 20s in there. So yeah, 60. As a matter of fact, Brian, if I'm not mistaken, last year you had 60. And Brian did not catch another bass to qualify for the second round. Am I correct, Brian? I remember you were one of those that had 60 last year. Yep, Brian said he had 60 last year, just like Nicole has, and he didn't even qualify for the 5. He didn't get turned out 5 in. I'm glad to see you and the grandkids are out there killing it. It's always fun, Russell, if you get out there with you and the grandkids, for sure. Yeah. Spaceman, if you're sitting at 56 this year, in a good spot, buddy. You're in a good spot. If you can get 57, 58, that's fine. Just don't block yourself out. You know what you're capable of catching in your neck of the woods, right? Well, Russell, if you got one you think is too big for your strategy, you know what you can catch, Russell. You know what you can go out and catch. You just got to think it through, right? You know what you're capable of bringing in. You know, Russell lives 50 miles north of me in DC. So there's, 56 to 58 is a good target. So Russell, you can come down and get in the boat with me. I've been catching some whales out on Hunting Run. You've seen that last video I put out, I'm sure. An 8 and 9 pounder. And I didn't measure that 9 pounder. I think it was probably around 24 inches. I did measure the 8 pounder, the one just under 8. It was 23.5 inches. So grandkids are in 4th and 5th. That's awesome, Russell. That's Russell Gardner. My granddaughter, who lives with me, and her and my daughter in my in-law suite downstairs, I can't get her. She wants to go out on the boat for 5 minutes only. Yeah, that's right, Brian. You can't call the second round. So, Spaceman, if 20 is your big fish on the lake, you probably should be ready. You probably should put your cull limit right at 20. Have your largest bass in the first half at 19 because you know you can catch a 20, and then hope to catch a 21. That would be my strategy. So. Yeah, Russell, that's a good Russell from RWA Fishing. The goal is just to get to the second round. Get to the second round, cast your arm off, get out there and fish, and you never know, right? You never know. I mean, if you haven't caught the episode from Paul Man's Fishing, the guy that won the 5 bass draw last year, very interesting. He's got a YouTube channel called Paul Man's Fishing, and he talks about how he combination of fishing from the bank and fishing from a kayak is how he won it last year. And he caught one night fishing, the big one that put him over the top. He caught it night fishing on a spinnerbait, and he fell out just prior fell out of the kayak. I mean, I was like, that's crazy. So. You're starting to catch largemouth in my smaller area, so hopefully they'll keep getting bigger. Yeah, I mean, that's all you can hope for there. Is get them bigger. That's all you can do is hope for some bigger fish. I'm going to throw up the spreadsheet one more time for anybody that came in late, real quick. Cancel that. I don't want to show you my email. You don't want to see my email anyway. Do that. Share screen, window. There we go. One more time. There's where we're at, folks. The yellow line is the current color. Russell Gardner, Chris McGowan, I think you guys are in good spots. So there we go. If you have any questions, and this is not just for the folks that are here, but the folks a lot of people watch this after, because you can go back and watch this Wednesday Night Live. If I miss a fish, just like Noreen said, maybe I missed a fish, I'm gonna go back and double check. Or if you have questions or concerns, don't hesitate to email me. I usually will get back to you within the same day. I was traveling the last 2 days, so I couldn't get back to the folks. But don't hesitate to send me a note. Email me, whatever, Facebook me, or whatever you want to do. Hey, Mike, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Good night. Yeah, that's right, Brian. Good point. This is a fun fishing tournament. Ain't no one going to get a sponsorship on the MLF or BASS for winning the Shameful Outdoor Tournament. So it is for fun. It's for fun. And this is part of it. The reason I love doing this and sponsoring these things and getting them out there is to see all the fish coming in, and then all the dialogue we have about how we caught them, and just getting out there and having fun. And I don't even fish in my own tournaments. That wouldn't be right, but it's fun to put those together. I got 4. I got Nicole Miller gave me that angry. I'm sorry, Nicole. I don't know what the angry, or 5 angries. Did I miss something? Uh-oh, sure. Looking behind you, where is my sticker? Gary's like, where is my sticker? It's right there, Gary. See it in my finger? It's right in the fin. No worries, Nicole. I was like, what did I do, Nicole? That's fine. Yeah, just like Russell, good point. Just like Linda says, fishing is fun. So, all right, folks, we're gonna cut it down, and I really appreciate everybody. We will do an update next Wednesday night. I'm going to try to have my travel and tackle bag episode out next week as well. So, everybody, good night, good luck, and remember the 21st is the latest date. And by the way, if you make it to the second round, you get a new code for me. So I'll send those instructions out when the time's right. So. All right. Adios, everybody. Have a good night. Appreciate you all.